Hello, my gorgeous goddess. You are on with Abiola from womanifestinguniversity.com. And today we're going to be talking about how to develop your intuition. Now, I come from a pretty intuitive family, which is kind of cool in some ways. Like, for example, when my brother's wife was pregnant, I dreamt it way ahead, before they announced it and called him up and was like, you're having a baby. He was like, he refused to talk about it. I was like, I know y'all may not be ready to announce it, but I knew and I know, and things like that. So it's pretty cool in some ways, but then in other ways, like, growing up, seeing like incense, if you see things floating by, it's the smoke from the incense. Growing up is pretty annoying sometimes because, things like, my mom knowing things beforehand, or, aunties dreaming things, or, knowing that you were in distress, or things like my dad saying, well, he knew spiritually that whatever relationship was not going to work out and things like that. So I'm going to be sharing with you 8 ways to develop your intuition, and I'm also going to be showing you various intuition tools. All right, tools and techniques to strengthen and develop your intuition. I believe that everyone can strengthen their intuition. I think that we are all intuitive beings. We just have different access to it, different blocks and barriers to it at different times. And if you're feeling blocked, I actually have a free course that you can check out at unblockmyenergy.com. It's called the Spiritpreneur Unblocked Energy Shift, and it's a 14-day cleansing, energy shifting course, and that's at unblockmyenergy.com. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the first way that we're going to talk about how to develop your intuition is being present, being mindful. Now, we're in a go, go, go world, right? Everything is like this, that, the other. You're here, you're trying to develop your intuition. Slow it down. Don't be so quick to want to hit the next button to move ahead. Being present is really a powerful spiritual practice. And being present allows you to feel and hear and see and sense your intuition. A lot of times we're getting messages, right now we are transmuting and sharing messages all the time, but we're too in a rush and in a hurry to hear them. So slow down, be present. A meditation practice, I have 2 meditation albums. Meditation for me was very challenging at first because my mind is going like this. And so that's why I started to do guided meditation. And so my meditation albums are guided meditation, but there are tons of them. You could just Google guided meditation albums if you're not into mine. There are lots of them. You could go for a walking meditation. That's free. Just put on your sneakers, go outside, and just walk and be present with nature and start to pay attention. All right, so that's your first intuition tool. Very, very simple. Be mindful. You can also use sound as a tool to help you to connect with the vibrational energy of just the universe, So one of the things that I like to do, these are Tibetan singing bowls, right? And you can use them in different ways, but even if you just get it, with no training, no whatever, if you just get some Tibetan singing bowls and just start to tune yourself in with the vibration of the sound. I'll do a different video completely on using Tibetan singing bowls as a part of your practice. But, I already, do you feel that? My energy shifted into a different register. There's really a powerful, it's really a powerful practice to do sound clearing, sound cleaning, cleaning your energy with sound. And that's one of the easiest ways that you can do it. I'm seeing still the smoke things from the incense blowing by. So actually, let me just share, incense is actually another tool that you can use. These are some of my favorite ones. This is sandalwood. This is frankincense, which is pretty strong. And again, these are all just tools They're not things that directly are going to affect your intuition unless you are tuning yourself into the vibrational energy of allowing yourself to be poured into. That is the shift, being in a receptive and allowing space. Most of us, with everything from social media to, videos and podcasts and whatever, and our blogs, we're all in broadcast mode. Here's what I have to say. Here's what I have to say. Here's what I have to share. Intuition is you turning the radio from broadcast to receiving. And so you have to allow it. You have to allow yourself as a transmitter, right? And a transmuter, transitioning energy to be poured into. All right. Number 2, trust. Trusting your body. What do people say when you're talking about, is this right, wrong? Trust your gut, right? Trust your gut. Your gut is really, really powerful. Your energy, your gut is actually, between your sacral chakra and your navel chakra. Your sacral chakra is about pleasure, right? What feels good. Your navel chakra is about your self-esteem, your self-love, your self-worth, your happiness. So trusting your gut, means that you're able to know through your intuition whether you're on course or not. You're hearing a scratching now. My cat is playing with a box. There's a lot of energy going on. And a funny thing now, I'll share with you, whenever I'm using my Tibetan singing bowls in my meditation practice, it drives my cat Annabelle crazy in like a good way. Like she's like, oh, mommy, there's sound going on. It's so fun. But yeah, so start to ask your body, is this a good thing or not? In fact, this conversation comes from, the reason we're having this whole conversation about how to develop your intuition. The question came from the incredible Aisha of the organization Vision Pledge. Vision Pledge does crowdfunding for millennial businesses. And I am a member of their team behind the scenes, helping to uplift and inspire. I'm their empowerment community partner. And so, one of the things that she asked me to do is to make a video about using intuition in business. So if you've seen that video, that's why I'm wearing the same thing, because after I made that video for her, we did a live Facebook broadcast. I was like, ooh, I got to talk about this with my peeps and bring them some tools as well. So that's what we're doing. And Aisha and I met because of intuition, from something that I posted, an offer that I just posted on my Instagram page. And I said, hey, I am speaking at the Modern Day Millionaire Conference and I'm buying some extra tickets and inviting people. She followed her intuition that she needed something and she needed to come, and we developed a relationship from there. So trust your gut. Ask your body, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? And, muscle testing, remember, like when you go to the doctor and they hit you and, your muscles have an involuntary response, you could use muscle testing is used, as a tool. I get so excited when I talk about this. I first learned about this from the late, great Wayne Dyer, as a tool to know whether you're on track or not. And he showed his son the lower vibrational energy of some of the music that he was listening to, because from using muscle testing, he showed him that he was physically stronger when you're listening to positive lyrics. And then when he was listening to doom and gloom lyrics like, F you, F your mama, whatever, vibrationally, I didn't even like saying that. And he showed that he was physically weaker. So your body knows, start to tune in and ask your body. One of the other things that you can do when you get really, really in tune is ask yourself, is this right for me? And you'll either feel moving forward or moving backward. If you're feeling forward, then it's right for you, okay? All of these tips I'm realizing can be whole videos and lessons onto themselves. Okay, so number 3 way and tool that you could use to develop your intuition. I don't know if you heard this or knew this when you were growing up, but a lot of older folk would say just open the Bible or open a religious book, your Quran, your whatever it is, that you read to whatever point. Well, you could do that with whatever books matter to you. You could even, you could use The Sacred Bombshell Handbook of Self-Love by Abiola, Abrams, right? You could just open it and see what is the lesson that you need to learn. So, oh my God. It's so funny. All of the tools that I create, that I put into the world, sometimes they scare even me because they're like so on point. So I just opened this book. I don't know if you could see this. what did I open it to? You saw, I just randomly opened the book to the page that says, Bombshell Confidential. Listen to your body. The power of your feelings. That's hilarious. Why didn't it open to like the pages that I actually have bookmarked? This is my beat up teaching copy. No, it opens to a page that I haven't looked at in years because I'm talking about listening to your body. So, yeah, you could, with whatever book you're reading, I like to do that with like devotionals. Like there's this really great one, I forget what it's named, but it's like a year-long I first learned about it on Oprah. I forget, but the man was on the Oprah book club. But, for years, I would just open his book up to whatever, and it would give me the guidance that I felt like I needed for that moment in the day. You can also use affirmation cards or angel cards. Doreen Virtue, she has amazing angel cards. Louise Hay, I like to use my own decks, but I use other people's decks, of course, as well. So I've got, for example, the Womanifesting Goddess affirmation cards, right? So if I pull a card from here, I like to shuffle them, but you don't have to shuffle. You can literally just open and just use them. And the lesson, the card I got is Mama Oshun, who is amazing. I consider myself to be a daughter of Oshun. And the lesson is, I'm a divine daughter, blessed mother, and a sacred bombshell, sacred beauty. And so you can take from whatever card you pull the message that you need to have for the day. The cool thing with my African Goddess affirmation card deck is that I literally have coaching lessons written out for you. With the We're Manifesting cards, it's more up to your interpretation. But the way that you would use this for your intuition, for example, let me think of something that I'm trying to decide about what to do. You think of what is, a decision you're trying to make, right? You could literally just open it and just take a card and take the inspiration for the day. But if there's a decision you're trying to make, you can open, shuffle your favorite number of times, whatever number that is. 7s and 8s are always awesome to me. And then just literally can you see that? The goddess of magic, I trust my intuition. Yo, you're watching this, right? Like you're seeing no strings, no bells, no whistles, no magic, no hooey, except for the magic of who we are. All right, so I shuffled the card 7 times and I got the goddess of magic. I trust my intuition. So you get whatever lesson you're meant to learn, and this one is inspired by Isis, Egyptian goddess. And the lesson that I have here is, when is the last time you listened to your inner wise woman instead of your inner bully? You can create magic by having faith with the highest power within you. Consider this thought with the magic of Isis, Egyptian goddess of healing. Wow. Like I said, I freak myself out sometimes. But as you'll see, as you go through your own practice of strengthening your intuition, that it's a muscle, and you will start to surprise yourself. And so that brings me to number 4. Fourth intuition tool, which is synchronicity. Start to pay attention to the seeming coincidences, like that, right? The coincidence that I would open the book to the right place, open the card to the right place. Pay attention to the coincidences, the people who happen to call you when you say, I really need to figure out a new direction or a new path or a new program or a new product or whatever it is. Who are you running into on the street or at the supermarket or in the bus or whatever? Pay attention. Start to realize that things are not by accident. So what is that woman that you just met there to teach you? What is that person, that guy that you just ran into meant to teach you? And it may not be immediately apparent, but just trust that there is a sacred and divine order, okay? Notice the synchronicities. You may even want to keep a synchronicity journal. For a long time, when I was first starting to become more aware and more in tune with my own guidance, I started to just keep literally in my regular journal. I would just number every day, like you would number gratitude or something, 1 to 5 coincidences. And as you start to notice them, they start to really like quicken and accelerate, like anything you pay attention to. All right, number 5. Dreams. Dreams are very powerful. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I am from a family of dreamers. Sometimes, unfortunately, we dream very scary things, and you know, every family has its own dream symbolism. There are some things that are common symbols. You can use a dream interpreter, like my friend Tia Johnson, author of To Be Goddess. And you should definitely feel in alignment with the person that you work with if you're choosing to work with someone. Or you could start to pay attention to your own dreams. Wake up, when you wake up every day, because you lose it, as soon as you go about your day. When you wake up, have a journal there and just literally just start to write things out. Write it out, write it out, write it out first thing in the morning. And you should be doing anyway. Well, I'm not going to shit on you. Not going to shit on you, not going to shit on myself. But a practice of morning pages is a great transitional tool. We'll get to journaling in the next item, but start to journal your dreams and pay attention to the symbols. If you have relatives, people you're related to, they may also have certain dream symbols that appear to them. Certain things run in family groups, so you can do that. If you have to make a decision, you can literally just ask yourself, okay, is it door A or door B, before you go to sleep, and say door A is represented by the color red, door B is represented by the color green or blue. And then see, when you dream, when you go to sleep, when you wake up again, write it down right away, because you lose it. The answer will come to you. Now, if you dream purple, then maybe, go back to the drawing board and use some of these other tools. Journaling helps you to become present. It is a mindfulness tool. It is a meditative tool. It is a transformational tool. It helps you to learn yourself, right? Rule number 1, know thyself. I talked about how you could literally just list your coincidences, quote unquote, that you're noticing, the synchronicities in your life in your journal. I use a number of different journals. One of my favorites is the Manifest Your Year planner that I've been using, that so many of you have. Yay! You've been sharing your pictures in my Facebook sister circle, and it's been fun to see. And that is this. And the reason why this is such a great tool, those are affirmations on the front. It's the Law of Attraction Planner. And you can get it at manifestyouryearplanner.com. Real easy. Manifestyouryearplanner.com. And one of the things I really like is that it has, let me show you this. Every week, this is one that has the dates in it, but you can also get ones without the date. This is the rose gold. This is the rose gold one. But it has on it like places to write your gratitude and all of those things here, and your focuses for the week. But in terms of developing your intuition, it's got these great tools to be able to reflect and focus, after every month, which is really, really wonderful. Again, the more that you could get to know yourself and come into a alignment with who you are is really, really beautiful for your intuition. You can use crystals. Here is a new package of amethyst crystals that I haven't opened yet. So I want to cleanse them in the right way. And I'm going to be using a little bit of this beautiful spring equinox energy and some ocean water that I have from the last day of summer. Yay. So, you can use those as a tool, just carrying them, just having them, using them on your third eye, using crystals. Amethyst, like I said, is a great tool to help you to tune in and tap into your intuition. And the Manifest Your Year Planner, manifestyouryearplanner.com. And then number 7, practice. And that's where things like, using these would come in handy, right? And practicing, like with any other muscle, when you want to build up this right here, you do it through strengthening, through reps. So doing something like this every day helps you to be able to be more in tune. And then number 8, follow your vision. There's a vision that you have that's been put into your heart and no one else's. And excuse me. The beautiful thing is, the more in tune you are with your course, the right people and right places and all of those things start to come into alignment. The more you align, the more you're in alignment. So don't live in the world of should, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Start to move into the world of yes, I am. Yes, I can. Okay? And as I said, I've got a free course at unblockmyenergy.com. If you want to go deeper, unblockmyenergy.com. Leave me a comment and a thumbs up. Let me know how intuition works in your life. Are you a big dream person as well? Do you journal? Do you use crystals? Do you use sound? Do you use cards? Do you use amethysts? And were you as freaked out as I was by my own cards and books and tools? But I'm telling you, it's a daily thing, and I don't know why I'm still getting freaked out. It's just sometimes it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I am grateful and I am blessed, as are you. All right, my love, be seen, be heard, be a movement. Namaste.